welcome to another blockbuster clash at the FIFA Club World Cup. Tonight is reality versus ambition under the bright lights of the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Two football giants collide, and history is about to be written. From the heart of Spain to the soul of Saudi Arabia, it's Real Madrid versus Hilal, an heavyweight clash with global stakes. Xabi Alonso takes his first step as Real Madrid's manager, the legend turned leader, with the weight of the Bernabeu on his shoulders. Facing him, the tactician from Italy, Simone Inzaghi, now flying the blue flags of Hilal, a club with bold ambition and deep pockets, hungry for a global crown. Two clubs who fell just short in their leagues, now battling to stand tallest on the world stage. Trent Alexander-Arnold, no longer a red, now a Galactico, clashing, chasing a new legacy in white. Tonight, he marks the beginning of a new era as a Madrid player. And while Victor Osimhen remains out of reach, Al Hilal's message is clear. They are not yet to watch, they are yet to conquer. Big money, bigger names, new managers, rivalries tonight. This isn't just a match, this is a statement. Real Madrid, Al Hilal, the Club World Cup. Welcome to the storm in Miami. You're watching the Premier Sport Fan Center, the ultimate home for elite football coverage from every corner of the globe. My name is Adeyemi Shegun, and I'll be your host for tonight's thrilling Club World Cup commentaries and watch along. So buckle up, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on your notification, because this is just the beginning. And diving straight into the dramas, the goals, the galore, and the glory. Real Madrid versus Al Hilal starts right now. We can see the players coming onto the pitch, but before we go straight into the action, I have to introduce my co-analyst, Paulo. Good evening, Paulo, and welcome to Premier Sports Center tonight.
Yeah, good evening. Thanks for having me, and good evening to our viewers out there. And the Club World Cup is just getting started, and we've seen a lot of games played, and can't wait to see this game tonight. And Xabi Alonso is the new era has just begun with Madrid, and so also the Al Hilal, they have a new manager also, Simone Inzaghi, who recently left Inter Milan. So let's see what he's going to offer. But I know we are going to get a good game tonight. Yeah,
we expect to get a good game between Real Madrid and Al Hilal. There are a lot of talented players, world-class players, up here to play against each other in this encounter. Talking about Real Madrid, who are no strangers to global stage, multiple-time champions, and loaded with talent and led by the experienced, although he is a Real Madrid manager. But does this version of Real Madrid have the same hunger with that Madrid we saw under Carlo Ancelotti?
Well, if you look at last season, I know the reason why you're asking this question is probably based on how they performed last season. Last 2 seasons, we saw how they were, they were playing, bullying teams, winning everything. But last season, they dropped in terms of performance, and the players, I think, had most of the key players were deep in form. Though, despite saying that Kylian Mbappe, their new signing, that was last season, registered almost about 40 goals in all competition. Despite that, I think the changes are beginning to come in terms of the manager. There are two recent signings. They made the starting lineup today.
And talking about one of the players from Madrid just got, Trent Arnold. Yes, life out away from Liverpool's boyhood club. What should we be expecting from Arnold at Real Madrid?
Well, Alexander Arnold has been in the game for a very long time. He's a young lad. I think about 24 now, and he has been in the picture for a very long, because he started very early in his days at Liverpool, and we saw what he gave to Liverpool, assists, and he comes with goals. Though some people said defending is not very good when it comes to defending, especially one-on-one is not very good. But going forward, and we know Real Madrid, they're an attacking side. They like attacking a lot. So I expect to see those runs, those passes, you see those crosses, and whipping in those balls. Is even when it comes to set pieces also, is very good. So I expect to see the same Alexander Arnold we've been seeing at Liverpool at Real Madrid.
Okay, let's see if we'll get to the same Alexander Arnold that we got at Liverpool at Real Madrid tonight. And looking at all the stats, we always have to talk about the Madrid centre back Pierre Asensio and Oshin, who they got from Bournemouth. You know, coming from Bournemouth to Real Madrid, that is a big leap for the Spanish young player.
Yeah, very big leap, and it was bought in the region of about 50 million euros, and that's a very big leap for someone that about 2 seasons ago it was I think Juventus been sending him on to Bournemouth. He didn't have playing time there, but now he's back in his home country with arguably the biggest club in the world, and today he's starting alongside Frank Garcia. I know that will not be the main partnership due to the injury to Militao, but I expect him to command his starting. We saw him play with Bournemouth. We saw him at the just concluded UEFA Nations League. It's very good, and I hope Real Madrid will be able to manage that talent.
Okay, that is a big question. Hoping Madrid will be able to manage that talent called Oshin. Let's see how he gets the Baptist of fire tonight when he plays against Al Hilal. Would also on their side have some of the big names when it comes to football. You look at the starting 11, the Savage starting for them, and there's always one man who all their attack will be looking forward to, and that is Maicon. How do you expect Maicon to come into this encounter? Well, is something special in front of goal? Can they back on Maicon to deliver?
I think so, and I think they are missing their key, Alexander Mitrovic, probably due to injury. But looking at their their squad, they are very good players. Players have played in Europe, and I can say in the lineup there's a player that recently won the UEFA the Nations League there with them. Talking about Ruben Neves, they have a good player. And talking about Maicon, I think it will be carrying the responsibility of getting those goals for Al Hilal tonight. And as a team, I think they will be the underdog because it's Real Madrid. But I think they will give Real Madrid a run for their money, and I won't be surprised if they get at least a point from this game.
Okay, so let's see if the Asians Al Hilal will be getting a point of victory in this game. Can they upset Real Madrid? 90 minutes to determine that. And is it about the first 20 minutes, a set piece, a red card? Where do you see that moment for Al Hilal in this encounter?
Well, I think Al Hilal needs to just agree that pound for pounds they might not be able to match Real Madrid, so they need to divide tactic, and that is why they have the Italian. One thing we've seen with Inzaghi is he doesn't care about possession. When he set up his teams, he allows you but try to eat you on the break, and that is what Al Hilal will be banking on today, because Real Madrid will be coming onto them and probably having almost all the possession, but they just need to make sure they eat them at the break and take their chances when it comes.
Okay, it really matters how they take their time. It's kick started already. Real Madrid might be the favorite, but the Club World Cup has taught us one thing: giants can fail and glory isn't given, it is always end. Real Madrid Al Hilal kick started already in Miami, and it's Al Hilal who are playing from the right to left on our screens in their home attire. That's the all blue jersey, while Real Madrid are playing their famous royal white jersey, and one jersey that saw them won about 15 UEFA Champions League, the most successful side when it comes to European UEFA Champions League rather. And they've kick started this encounter looking for a victory over this Saudi Arabia side. Early stages into this encounter, Trent with his first touch in this game. Austin on the ball there, and he comes forward with the ball for Real Madrid and looks forward to his defense pair there, where he finds Asensio, the Spanish international, and having two Spanish players at the back. How big of that is that for Real Madrid?
I think it's going to be
league, but last season they fell to Al Ittihad, who won the Saudi Arabia league. They also finished second in the league, so they are not one small team like we saw Rawa Red Dragons went down yesterday against what's it called? I'll get to see who they played against yesterday, but they lost that encounter. But Al Hilal as one of the Saudi Asian representative. Looking at the caliber of players starting for them, I think they stand a very good chance to frustrate this Real Madrid side.
Of course, and we've seen that they've had the first shot on target in this game, and look at that save there from the Real Madrid goalkeeper, talking about Thibaut Courtois, and now they have a free kick and a very dangerous position. Now this could be a goal because they have a good set piece taker in Ruben Neves, and Miliko Savic standing in front of this one now.
Okay, let's see what they make out of this free kick situation in the early stages of this encounter. And yeah, it was equally taken there, but the wall to the rescue for Real Madrid. And it's still Hilal who are taking the pressure to Real Madrid in the early stages of this encounter. And here's the captain with the ball there, sets it straight and finds his teammates Al Shawari there. But couldn't hold on to the ball. He crossed into the box, but that eluded all the Hilal player, and he won the shot there. Well, that's Rosa Aya there, and that was from Ruben Neves, the Portugal international, and you can see that with the Hilal fans applauding him there for taking that shot, and that is good for the early pressure from Hilal. That is how you play Real Madrid. You don't have to give them all the room to get to dominate you in a game of football. Once you get your chance, hit it at the goalkeeper. We saw Declan Rice did it for Arsenal twice against Real Madrid. You know, beautiful free kick, and I think Hilal can also hurt them from that set pieces situation.
Yeah, one thing in football that is very key is for you to win a game, you need to take your chances. You might not have more than one or two chances in a game, but if you are able to convert all your shots at goal, and I think you have almost 90% chance of winning the game, and that is what Al Hilal needs in this game. You know, when those opportunities come, like the one we saw earlier on now, take it. That was a fantastic play and a very good brilliant save there from Thibaut Courtois, who we know, you know, is very good at goal. You know, for Al Hilal to beat Thibaut Courtois, they will definitely need something very special.
Okay, it's going to be a throw into Real Madrid there. Jude Bellingham won that throw in for Real Madrid. Then quickly taking, finds out Frank Garcia there. Garcia returns the back to the England international. Jude Bellingham. Bellingham moves onto the ball, beats his man, but has to beat there. Just to go back into the middle of the park there. Finds out his teammate there. Yeah, he's Valverde with the ball for Real Madrid and takes his shots there, but straight into the hands of the experienced goalkeeper. Talking about Bono for Al Hilal there. Beautiful shot there from Real Madrid, but that's threatening the Al Hilal goalkeeper straight into his hand here.
Yeah, straight Bono, very experienced goalkeeper, very good, you know, commanding when it comes to, you know, doing his business. We saw him during his days at Sevilla, how he, you know,
and even with Morocco at the World Cup.
Morocco, yeah, also, you know, more especially with Sevilla, you know, he did wonders a lot for them, winning the Europa League with them, also, you know, coming to the rescue of what they call the team Sevilla whenever called upon, and also with Morocco at the World Cup, helping them to reach the semi-final. So he's a very good goalkeeper.
Okay, here's the man of the moment, Vinicius Junior with the ball there. The current FIFA World Best Player the ball there, but lost possession. And yeah, he's Al Hilal coming out there to attack against Real Madrid. Lost possession. Referee says that was an infringement. There's a free kick won there by Malcolm. Frank Garcia needs to be careful in this encounter, because I'm talking about Malcolm. That is another talented player. Though a bad move to Barcelona almost cost him his career, but I think he has rejuvenated his career here at Al Hilal, and he'll be hoping, you know, to also showcase himself that yes, he still got that talent that make them Barcelona bring out that big money to sign him from the French league.
Yeah, and you know, not just him only. I think a lot of players having the opportunity to play arguably the best club in the world, you know, and playing against players like Vinicius Junior and Jude Bellingham. You know, you want to definitely prove yourself so that, you know, at least you have more suitors also, and it also raises your own stock. So I think you know, a lot of Al Hilal players will want to give their best today, because they are playing a very good side, you know, and it will be a very, very big you know, big news, you know, when if they could take at least even a point from this game.
Okay, let's see if they'll be taking a point in this one. Is a throw into Al Hilal. Lodi will be taking a long one, sends that straight into the box there, but easily caught out there by Real Madrid, who will be looking to eat out on the counter. Still Madrid in possession. Al Hilal back in possession. Lodi on the ball there for Al Hilal. Referee spotted an infringement. It might just be a free kick to what's it called, to Real Madrid. It seems that there's a Madrid players currently on the ground, the top there. I just hope you'll be able to continue in this encounter. And you can see the manager, Xabi Alonso, looking furious there, because injury is the last thing they will really want to see at the early stages of this encounter. And starting looking at, let's look at go straight to Real Madrid starting 11 in this encounter. The goalkeeper is experienced Thibaut Courtois, and at the back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Asensio, Oshin, and Frank Garcia is a midfield trio of Bellingham, Tchouameni, and the captain, standing captain tonight, Fred Valverde. And up front we have Vinicius Junior, Garcia, and Rodrigo started for Real Madrid in this encounter. It's 4-3-3, and it looks like yes, the starting captain there, Valverde, was one who picked a knock there. Just hopefully he'll be able to continue this encounter. You can see the Real Madrid fans there, flaunting that ego, that pride moment. Champions 15 times of the UEFA Champions League, and they'll be hoping to add this because winning the Club World Cup might just be one positive for them for after having that abysmal season in the La Liga. Not just La Liga, on every front last season they went trophyless.
Yeah, they won. They didn't want trophyless. They won the Super. I think the Super Cup. UEFA.
Yeah, you get to count Super Cup as a major trophy.
It is for as far as I'm concerned. It is for them, and if you say it's not a Super, it's not a major trophy. Then there are teams in England counting the what they call Community Shield as a major trophy. So for Real Madrid, they want to make a statement in this game.
Hello, good evening. Your name and please where are you calling from? Hello, I can't get that.
Yeah.
Hello, can I didn't get that. Can you come out again?
Yeah. The game seems really interesting right now. I think Real Madrid is gonna win. I know they're not scoring that much. I don't think so. I think it'll be like 1-0 to Madrid.
Okay, 1-0 to Madrid. Looking at the way Al Hilal have started this game, I think they've started very well against Real Madrid. Do you think they have a chance of scoring against this Real Madrid side?
I don't think they have a chance because their goalie is really good and their defense is stacked. Unlike what happened in the season of La Liga, their defense was not that good, but their attack is good.
Okay, so why are you actually supporting at this Club World Cup? Who is your go-to club?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
Okay, so which club are you supporting at the Club World Cup?
Madrid. I've been a Madrid fan for quite a while now.
So it's Ala Madrid. Let's see if Madrid will be turning up into tonight's fixture. Thanks for calling on to Premier Sports Fan Center. We hope you call in when Madrid scores.
Okay, yeah, I'll call him when Madrid scores.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay,
yes, it's still 0-0 between Madrid and Al Hilal, and it's the 11th minute of that encounter. Real Madrid will be looking to get the first goal, and gradually they are coming into this encounter. But the first 10 minutes, Al Hilal have shown that they are not really scared of Madrid in this encounter. They are able to take it to Real Madrid, and that is the beauty of football.
Yeah, I know. At the beginning, I was saying, Real Madrid will definitely have all the possession, but the reverse is the case. If you look at the stats, I think Al Hilal is even leading when it comes to that. And these Al Hilal players, they are not new to football. They've played, and in fact, most of them they've played alongside these Real Madrid players. Some of them they've faced them. Looking at Raymond Lodi, Ruben Neves, and co. So Al Hilal they've actually started brilliantly, and that is what they need in this game.
Okay, going straight to Al Hilal starting 11. Just like we mentioned, the experienced Bono is the goalkeeper. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation for Simeon Inzaghi in this encounter. Cancelo is the right back. That is one name everybody really know in football. Lodi playing as a left back. Koulibaly and Tambaki are both pairing as a centre back. In the middle, on the base of midfield, we have Dawsari and Ruben Neves. Up front is Malcolm Minkovic Savic and also Al-Dawsari. It's a Loma striker. Leonardo starting for Al Hilal in this encounter. One name everybody really remember from the last World Cup has to be Al-Dawsari, the captain of Al Hilal. Remember that goal scored against Argentina in the World Cup. Yes, he's always a handful player against any opponent. And it's Al Hilal coming forward again in this encounter. Malcolm in possession of the ball, sends a long one into Madrid box. So Madrid will clear their lines halfway there. Yes, Madrid coming out with the ball there and sends it straight into the part of Rodrigo, who will look to attack for Real Madrid here in the 12th minute. Rodrigo on the ball for Real Madrid, holds onto it, returns it back to Trent Arnold with his trademark long pass across field there, but the Madrid player couldn't get hold of that, so it's going to be a throw-in. The referee says it might just be a free kick to Al Hilal there in the 13th minute. Let's see that again. Rodrigo going into that tackle there with with a Al Hilal player, the sporting just number season, Lodi went down on the hashtag there, but the referee allowed the play to continue for advantage of Real Madrid there, but the player is currently being attended to and just hope to see him continue this encounter. We're straight into the 14th minute of this game. Still no goal to report between Real Madrid and Hilal. We saw some beautiful games today also in the Club World Cup. Manchester City getting a victory over Wydad Casablanca of Morocco. 2-0, they were victor in that encounter.
Yeah, they won the game. That's the most important thing when it comes to this World Cup now, is for you to get the job done. But looking at Manchester City's performance, to me, I'm still not convinced that Manchester City are ready. Though it's early days, I'm not ruling them out. But the way they played that game, before the match, I was expecting a easy game, a whitewashing from Manchester City. But they struggled at times. They scored those 2 goals in the first half, and they couldn't get another goal despite the other team having a man sent off also.
That was late in the game. That was around there. No. This was it was Man City that
I mean Man City rather. Yeah. I mean Man City. That's sorry, Manchester City. But having said that, also I think Manchester City needs to improve, and at the same time, though if you look at Manchester City lineup, there are a lot of changes. So I was here in the studio the other day against, I think between the match Chelsea, and I was saying, for some of these players, this looks like a pre-season, so we might not get the best from them. But I think most of these players, I mean the managers, we want to take this as a pre-season, because this might be the only chance for some team, to play that pre-season. So I expect Manchester City to do better in their next game.
Okay, we have the first yellow card in that game, and it's Ruben Neves who got that for arguing with the referee after Vinicius went down so early there. That was a bit diving from
it was Vinicius Junior.
Okay, Vinicius got the yellow card.
For diving.
That's actually right on to give Vinicius there, because I saw the diving. I was like, wow, how do you just fly like that? That's what is a game of football. He needs to be careful, because this is not probably a typical Vinicius game. Trying to wind up on the opponent.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works for him in tonight's fixture right here at in Miami in the United States of America. It's still 0-0 right there in the 16th minute of this encounter, and it's Madrid who are currently looking like they are growing into this encounter. But yeah, is that big man for Al Hilal, sorry, yes, Dawzari with the ball there, sends it across into the box. But that eluded everybody. It's going to be a goal kick to Real Madrid. Then you can see Vinicius Junior being furious that he got that yellow card. He still believes that he didn't dive there. But even me in the studio, I can actually see that he dived there. And in the midnight, yes, we saw that game between Montreal and Inter Milan. That game ended 1-1. Sergio Ramos at the age of 39, still scoring with those trademark, nodders.
Yeah, and first of all, you look at Inter Milan, you begin to wonder what's happening. On paper, you'll be giving it to Inter Milan, the team that just recently played the Champions League final, playing against a team from Mexico. Yeah, Mexico. And but in fact, Montreal got the first goal in that game, and courtesy of Sergio Ramos, the man we know that scored over. I don't think there's any defender that has scored more goals than Sergio Ramos in world football. But Inter Milan couldn't, They actually equalized through their captain Lautaro Martinez in the 42nd minute, but couldn't get the win, and they shared the spoil. But I think Inter needs to start doing better. They also have a new manager and probably a new system of play, so probably they are still adapting to it. I don't think the manager is even up to 2 weeks now with Inter Milan, but they need to do better if they want to win this competition.
Okay, Mamelodi Sundowns also got Africa first victory at the Club World Cup, defeating South Korean Ulsan 1-0 in that encounter. Reina's 36th-minute goal was more than enough to give the South Africans the 3 points in that encounter. Also, Reina's had 2 goals chalked up for offside in that encounter.
Yeah, one was movement for handball. Yeah, one was for handball. Yeah.
Handball. Yes, but fantastic victory there for the South African clubs.
Yeah, and doing the African team play, they are the third team from Africa that have played, and one drew, one lost, and Mamelodi that got the first win. For at least the teams representing Africa, and they actually played a team that is, I think, almost the same
Level.
level with them, and it is right for them to get the game. They deserve the victory, and I hope that will prepare them to uh, progressing to the next stage.
Yes, Al Hilal attacking. Yeah, but just brilliant moment for Al Hilal with a beautiful first goal. And Al Hilal has broken the deadlock.
Wow.
What a goal. And it's loading
I
with the
think
first goal. Is that an offside? No. And let's see. The flags came too early. Loading moved too early there. And that goal won't stand. Well, let's see if VR will be thinking otherwise there. It was
that's
way offside,
Yeah.
offside. A movement of intent there from Al Hilal to show that they are not yet to play. At first up, getting the ball into the back of the net. It would have been the first goal under Simeon Inzaghi there, but the linesman thinks otherwise and says that was an offside, rightly giving Lodi a goal won't count for Al Hilal. It's still 0-0, and Real Madrid needs to be careful right now because for the past 90 minutes of this encounter, it seems like it's Al Hilal who are taking the pressure to them in this game.
Yeah, they really need to be careful because Al Hilal have been the better side, in this game, and they put the ball at the back of the net now, but due to offside, and Madrid need to wake up now before it will be too late for them in this game.
Okay, they need to wake up. Al Hilal will come out to attack against Real Madrid. Macron on the ball there, drops it straight in the path of his teammates. And yes, 3 against 3 there. Very chance for Al Hilal. Sends across there, tries to play in Dawsari there, but couldn't get hold of the ball. Dawsari finally on the ball. Rodrigo coming back to do defensive work for Real Madrid. And Dawsari will find another Dawsari there. Looks inward into the midfield. There's still Al Hilal in possession, attacking against Real Madrid with instinct and intentions there. And what will they make out of that is Lodi on the ball there. Search to Dawsari. Dawsari has 2 on him there, but chose to go back to Lodi. Lodi will come inward with the ball there. Finds his other Dawsari on the pitch. We have 2 Dawsari actually playing for Al Hilal in this encounter. Here is the former Chelsea and Napoli defender, the big man from Senegal there. Koulibaly on the ball there for Al Hilal. Sends a long one into the middle of the box. Tries to play in Savage, but Real Madrid will gather possession. Looks to attack. It might just be a chance for Real Madrid. Garcia on the ball in the box there. Tries to tease one. And here might just be the moment. Good defensive work there from the Al Hilal players. And Garcia couldn't get onto his favorite foot and straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, Bono. And Bono will drop it straight into the parts of Cancelo. Cancelo comes forward to attack for Al Hilal. Returns it back into the middle of the park. And still Al Hilal in possession. And yes, straight is Tambati with the ball there, finds his defense, Pierre Koulibaly. And Koulibaly comes forward with the ball for Al Hilal. The long one tries to play in Dawsari on the ball there, and he tries to make that was Lodi on the ball, and Lodi returns it back to the captain Dawsari, who looks inward into the midfield and finds some Savage enjoying this game, having a free flow in the middle of the park in this encounter. And let's see if that comes to advantage for Al Hilal in this game against Real Madrid. And still Savage in possession, looks inward into the midfield, Dawsari on the ball there. Yeah, still Al Hilal coming forward. Lodi there finds another Dawsari, returns back to Lodi. Lodi tries to cross into the box, but he wins himself a corner kick. And Chomeni with the important block for Real Madrid here. It's the 22nd minute of this encounter. Salim Al-Dawsari is looking like an handful player for Real Madrid in this game.
Yeah, honestly, and they've been enjoying, using this the left side of the attack for them, and they've enjoyed a lot of possession from here, and with the way they're playing, honestly, that's I said it earlier on that I won't be surprised they get anything from it. Though we are still far from full time, but they've shown that they are not a pushover, and you could see the way they've been playing Real Madrid. I won't also be surprised if they even take all 3 points in this game.
Yeah, let's see where making from this corner kick. Sends it straight into the box here. He's not defended here, but back to another corner kick, and it's Gonzalo, the striker. Gonzalo and Garcia who came back to do defensive work for Real Madrid here. Another corner kick for them to defend against Al Hilal in this encounter. We're going straight into the 27th minute. The clock is fast ticking. Oh, sorry, 23rd minute. The clock is fast ticking in this one, but it's still 0-0 between Real Madrid and Al Hilal. Another corner kick for Al Hilal. Savage into the box there, and he is also a top player, also a threat in the box against any opponent. So we'll be looking to get ahead onto that and sends it into the box. A low block there. That was easily defended there by Real Madrid. And the goalkeeper Bono will come out to gather that for Al Hilal. Bono on the ball there and sends it across of the field. Tries to play in Cancelo, and Cancelo will get onto that, and yeah, he might just be a chance. And Macron on the ball there for Al Hilal, returns it back and finds Cancelo. Cancelo finds Macron, back to Cancelo, and Cancelo still trying to hold on to the ball, but wins himself a throw-in. There's a throw-in there for Al Hilal. Quickly checking And here is Macron on the ball there, goes back into the middle of the park, finds Ruben Neves. Neves finds Koulibaly. And Koulibaly coming forward there, returns it back to Dawsari. Dawsari up to Lodi. Lodi also onto the ball there and returns it back into the middle of the park. Still Koulibaly right there with possession. Beautiful piece of skill there from Koulibaly to find Neves. And Neves goes straight onto the wing there, finds Markham. Markham will approach the Real Madrid box there. Still holds onto the ball. The Brazilian tries to open himself up for a shot, but just to go back to the Portuguese. And there is Cancelo, the former Manchester City player, taking Garcia out and in and out there. You might just be a chance there, but that went across the field there and rolls out for a throw-in up to Real Madrid. Malcolm there with the pressure, putting the pressure on Real Madrid. Yes, the throw in there to Al Hilal as Oshin took a big hit on that and not allowing that to get straight into the path of his goalkeeper. And that is the offside we are seeing on the pitch there. And Lodi was way into the offside trap there. And what will have been the first goal in this encounter. But still 0-0 right there in that encounter as we are getting straight into the 25th minute of this encounter. Al Hilal has been everywhere against Real Madrid in this one, and let's see if the pressure will finally pay off with a goal for them in this encounter. 25 minutes gone. Real Madrid looking to defend with all their life. Well, they're still struggling to get their rhythm in this encounter. Probably maybe because it's the first game for the manager, Xabi Alonso. Maybe that's why they are looking like they're struggling against Al Hilal.
Well, yeah, I think so also, but don't forget also that Al Hilal is also having a new manager also. But to me, I think it's a result of fatigue. These players just recently finished their respective leagues. Not up to 3 weeks now, and some of them as at about 8 to 10 days ago, they were still playing for their country, and coming back to start another competition now. And here comes Al Hilal.
Yeah, by the spirit chance for Al Hilal there. That's man Salim Al-Dawsari there. Dawsari, sorry, with that chance. But Chomeni again with another important block for Real Madrid. The pressure is mounting against Real Madrid in this encounter. I think Salim should be doing better there. He found himself in the box, cut inward there. But an important last touch there from Chomeni. Took that off the feet of the Saudi Arabia international. Looking at the way he already shaped his body.
Yeah,
he
that
wanted to
been
take that
goal.
shot. That shot was what he wanted to take there. Unfortunately, they didn't give him that opportunity of taking that shot. So it's good to be a corner kick right there to Al Hilal in the 26th minute of this encounter. We've seen a lot of corner kicks from this side of this game, but they've not been able to take advantage of any of those corner kicks. We're waiting to see when they put one into the back of the net. Madrid doing another defensive work there. Frank Garcia taking that out. So it's going to be another corner kick to Al Hilal, if I'm not mistaken there. It's going to be a throw in this time around. And Ruben Neves will be taking that for Al Hilal. 3 corner kicks we've seen in this game, and 3 corner kicks to Al Hilal. 0 to Real Madrid in the early stages. It's a corner kick. Yes, that's the 4th one for Al Hilal in this game. And here's Ruben Neves will be taking this. And you can see it on the confirmation. Real Madrid are yet to play a corner kick in this game, while Al Hilal have seen themselves played for, but they have not taken advantage of it. And this time around, it's going to be a goal kick to Real Madrid. Beautiful header there from the defender there, talking about Tambakti, but this time around not across the face of goal, but went wide of the face of goal in this moment. So it's going to be a corner kick, a goal kick, sorry, to Real Madrid. We are going straight into the 28th minute of this encounter. 2 minutes away from half an hour of football. Still no goal to report in this game.
Yeah, still no good, but Al Hilal have been the better side. They've looked, very good going forward, but they've not been able to take their chances. They've registered 1 shot on target, same as Real Madrid, but in terms of the shot, they have more shot, but unable to put the ball at the back of the net. But Real Madrid, like I said earlier, they need to start waking up, because Al Hilal is completely dominating them to me with the way Al Hilal have been playing, and they've put the Real Madrid defense under pressure.
Yeah, so the pressure is gradually getting onto the Madrid, because they are here to get a string of those games. They are here to lay that imprint in this encounter. Let's just hope very soon we'll be seeing the real Real Madrid we used to know. The Real Madrid that comes into games with that fear factor against their opponent. Rushing on the ball there, and we can follow with the ball for Real Madrid. And also to it finds his defensive partner there, Raul Asensio. And Asensio will hold on to the ball just to go back to Oshin. And Oshin is another player who is good with the passes. Yes, he has good long-range passes right there from the EPL. Frank Garcia on the ball there, switches and finds his teammate there. Yeah, might just be a chance for Real Madrid to attack and back just to go back into the part of the center back there. And you're still Madrid in possession in the middle of the park, right there. Beautiful piece of skill there from Chomeni as he goes out wide and finds Trent Arnold. Arnold draws to go back to Austin there. Austin comes forward with the ball, finds Trent, finds his teammate there, Chomeni. But chose to go back and finds Frank Garcia. Garcia finds Jude Bellingham, who is playing out wide midfield for Real Madrid tonight. Not the usual central midfield where we do see Jude Bellingham play for Real Madrid. But let's see how much he can dictate on the tempo of this game for Real Madrid from where he's playing. A chance for Madrid here, but Koulibaly, yes, that's Koulibaly there to the rescue for Al Hilal. Steals onto the ball there. Just hope that won't be dangerous for him to defend. But just to send that out of his own defense line. Here is a chance for Al Hilal, but the referee says that should be a throw-in to Real Madrid. And here also on the bench we can see Modric. The Real Madrid legend will be joining AC Milan after this competition.
AC Milan?
Yeah, he'll be going to AC Milan.
Wow.
Okay, I just be another throw-in. Oh, now we're moving straight into a water break at the 30th minute. So we've seen 30 minutes of action between Real Madrid and Al Hilal. What an interesting, intense game it has been in the first 30 minutes of this game, but still no goal to report. Al Hilal have come the closest to scoring in this encounter, but fortunately they've been wasteful in front of goal. Total shots in this game for Al Hilal has been 8 and just 2 to Real Madrid in this encounter. It shows how disappointing Madrid has been in the first 30 minutes of this game.
Yeah, honestly, they've been very, very disappointing. Not just about the shot, but how they've been playing. I can't remember seeing Madrid in this first 30 minutes, stringing 4 passes together. But you see Al Hilal rather, doing it, switching from left to right, dominating Real Madrid completely. And you could see from the start also, they've had a lot of possession and a lot of passes with the ball. And it shows that Real Madrid have actually been, very disappointed. And you look at the Real Madrid lineup, you see that the players are there, the players you expect to be in the lineup, apart from the French striker Kylian Mbappe. But I don't think there's any excuse for this performance so far for Real Madrid. But there's still a lot of time. They still have 15 minutes to play in this half. Hopefully this break will give them Xabi Alonso rather the opportunity to talk to the boys and in the next 15 minutes, they might turn things around.
Okay, we have to look at the part of this field where Real Madrid has really been dominated in this encounter. It has to be the midfield. Good work done there by Savic in this encounter. He has found a space for himself, to operate freely in the middle of the park. How do you think it's possible for Madrid to cage him, because he's the orchestra, is the main man for for Al Hilal in this encounter from the middle of the park?
Yeah, you look at it, the Al Hilal midfield have completely dominated the midfield of Real Madrid. The likes of Chouameni and what's his name again, Bellingham, and co. They've not been able to contain this Al Hilal, and that's to tell you the kind of players Al Hilal have in their rank. They are talking about Milenkovic, Savic, and Ruben Neves. Look at how they've been running, the midfield. So Real Madrid needs to step up and do something about it, because this, like I said earlier on, this will be how teams, teams, in La Liga are actually looking at this match and looking at Real Madrid, and they start looking at. Okay, if these teams from these leagues can do this against Real Madrid, we too can do it. Because you look at this midfield now, apart from what's his name again now, the guy from I think Uruguay that is not there. He's there. Valverde, yeah, he's there. I think this is the normal Real Madrid midfield. Yeah. So, and they are struggling against a team playing in the Saudi Pro League.
Okay, what difference do you think Victor Osimhen will have made in this encounter and they join Al Hilal?
Well, we know how Victor Osimhen play, so I don't even know, because I was expecting Al Hilal rather, to start pulling those crosses, but probably due to the absence of Mitrovic, because we know he's very good in the air, and Victor Osimhen is somebody that is very physical, and Al Hilal will need to be sending those balls long, and Victor Osimhen will definitely add a lot to it. We've seen those corners also, 4 corners. I'm very certain if Victor Osimhen is in this starting 11 for Al Hilal, with those 4 corners, we would have gotten at least onto one of those balls, and I still don't know if he's still going to join the Saudi Pro League.
Well, that's a big one to see because he's not ready to reduce his wages, and the EPL clubs are not really interested in paying that high wage for Victor Osimhen. But who cares? The money is what really matters. So I'm also of the support that he moves to the Saudi Arabia League. He has no deals to pay to anybody in the EPL. He has done it with Lily has done it with Napoli. He has gone to what's it called, to the German to the Turkish league with Galatasaray, won the league and won the highest scorer. So he has no deals or to pay to anybody. So it's about pride right now in the money.
Well, but it depends on how much you are talking about. 50
rejected about 50 million pounds a week, a year. Sorry. By just being chance, Real Madrid out of nowhere has pulled the ball into the back of the net, and it's Garcia with the first goal for Real Madrid in the 34th minute. Talk about how if you are big, you are big. You don't really know. You don't really need to dominate a game of football, and that is what Real Madrid has done. They've come in crushed when it really matters, and Garcia with the first goal for Real Madrid in this encounter. We saw Rodrigo go very close after coming back from that break, but that didn't go into the back of the net. But finally, we have the first goal in this encounter, and it's the unlikely team. The team was being on the back front when it comes. Unlikely team, yes, in this encounter, because they've not really come forward in this game. It has really been a game dominated by Al Hilal. But fortunately for them, it's Real Madrid who has the first goal. Garcia with that beautiful leaping one over Bono for the first goal. Look at that sting of passes from Madrid. He was free on goal there, I guess, and he was almost losing that because that was clashing through his foot. But who cares? That doesn't matter as the ball has just find itself landed into the back of the net, and there's the first goal under Xavi Alonso. You can see what it means to the Madrid legend, but this time around he's a Madrid manager. 1-0 at the 35th minute, Real Madrid's leads.
Yeah, I said it earlier on, not up to 4 minutes now during the water break, but that could be the opportunity for Madrid, Xavi Alonso to talk to the boys and turn things around. And just in 4 minutes into the restarting of the game, and they've gotten the goal. So good one, and hopefully we'll see more goals from now.
Okay, let's see if we're having more goals. Madrid breaking the deadlock through the starting striker today, Garcia. We'll put that into the back of the net for Real Madrid. It's 1-0. We have Al Hilal coming forward to try and see if they can get an equalizer against Real Madrid. And into the middle of the park is Savic with the ball. Tries to play one through to Lodi there, but that will be getting straight to Lodi. Yes, back in place. Madrid who are growing in confidence. Trent Arnold with the ball there. Turns around and sends a long one into the other half of the field, trying to play in Rodrigo, but that's will be getting straight to the Brazilian. I think there's a offside call there, right there. So it's going to be a throw-in to a free kick to Al Hilal. And you can see the frustration on the face of Simeon Inzaghi. He'll be feeling that how did they not get a goal from that first intense pressure they put on against Madrid.
Yeah, and that's football for you. Most times, sometimes rather, the better team tend to lose games, and we've seen it so far in this game. To me, Al Hilal have been the better side, but they found themselves down now. It's because I said it earlier on, if you want to win a game like play against teams like Real Madrid, you need to start taking your chances. Look at Real Madrid now. They've taken their chances, and Al Hilal will be feeling very, very frustrated. And you already see it from the manager. But he just needs to calm down and talk to the boys. They are still in it. We're still 1-0.
Yeah, it's still 1-0. We're straight into the 37th minute of that encounter. Madrid leading 1-0 against Al Hilal. Al Hilal now has a big mountain. They have a big mountain to climb against this Real Madrid side if they really want to come back in this one and salvage a point or get a victory in this encounter. Back in possession, Madrid coming forward. Chomeni with the ball there, placing Garcia. Jemba just play a chance for a second. But Garcia tries to go around the goalkeeper Bono. But this time around, Bono says, no, I'm not going to concede against Garcia. Beautiful movement from Garcia. And I think after that goal, he's now finding himself or moving himself into scoring a good position to receive the ball.
Yeah, and he has done it through that goal. Rodrigo finding him, and that's what goals does to you. It gives you the confidence to keep going forward, and you almost get another one again, if not for the goalkeeper there.
All right, straight into the 38th minute of this encounter. Here's Al Hilal coming forward there, finds it straight into the middle of the park and returns it back to Lodi. Lodi with the ball there, returns it back into the middle of the park. Yeah, he's Koulibaly on the ball for Al Hilal. straight one into the middle of the park. Beautiful pass from Koulibaly back to Tambaki there. Tambakiti will Tambakiti. Tambati, sorry, we come forward with the ball. Those names are actually tongue twisting. Here's a chance for Hilal to attack against Real Madrid, but straight back to the goalkeeper, Triple Courtois, who is not under pressure, sends a long one into the middle of the park. But Koulibaly will defend that ball. Real Madrid back in possession. Madrid back in possession to attack. Oshin on the ball there, and sing one pass into the middle of the park. Finds Trent Arnold. Arnold will go out wide and finds out his teammate Rodrigo. Rodrigo with the ball there for Real Madrid. Still holds onto the ball and wins up. Oh, lost that ball out, and it's going to be a throw into Hilal. Salim Al-Dawzari coming back to do defensive duties work there for Hilal, and won them a throw-in, and he quickly taking into the part of his teammate here. And yes, Koulibaly on the ball there, finds Tambaki there. Tambati, sorry, with the ball there. Tambati come forward with the ball for Hilal and looks inward into the middle of the park. Is he going to get the ball? And we can see that, yes, that goal scored by Garcia. It was a clear onside, not offside. And you can see how he beats that press, how he beats the offside trap to find himself in the box and put that into the back of the net for the first goal. And yes, Hilal in the box there and looking for a penalty. And the referee has just pointed to the spot, and it's going to be an opportunity for Hilal to get an equalizer. What a senseless penalty to give out there.
Yeah, a needless one there, and I say the Hilal found a way now to be, get back into it, and let's see if they'll be able to take advantage of that, sport kick there now. And I don't think, a player inside the box, and look at, he shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, that was Asensio in the box there. He should be experienced enough. Play for Real Madrid last season. You should know that in the box is a delicate place where you don't really have to put your hands around the player. Any soft contacts in the box, a player might just go down, and he's no his advantage.
I don't think this was even soft. It was very obvious. I don't think you need VAR to even intervene. He pulled the player there, and that's a penalty issue.
There's a penalty to Hilal, and standing on it, yes, is that big man you always expect to go forward for the penalty. Let's see if we'll be putting this into the back of the net, standing across against the Real Madrid goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. It might just be a chance for Hilal to come back into this game and equalize against Real Madrid. Will they put this into the back of the net? And it's Ruben Neves starting on this for Hilal. Okay, wait for the confirmation of the referee that the players should start from the penalty. And we can see the referee still having words with the players. A chance from the penalty spot. Thibaut Courtois standing against Hilal's goal. And quickly taking and sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And it's Ruben Neves behind for a big moment, equalizing for Hilal from the penalty spot.
Yeah, a good one for rather for Hilal. They don't deserve to go to be one goal down in this game to me, because they've been the better side, and they've been able to get back into the game. I said it earlier on. They just need to calm down, continue working their way back, and they're still in it, and they are back in it now. And Real Madrid, they'll be looking at themselves and be blaming themselves. That was a needless penalty to give away from Frank Garcia there, and rightfully the referee blew for a penalty, and Ruben Neves converting. So it's 1-1, game on now.
Yeah, it's 1-1, everything back to status quo to how we started this encounter. 40th minute of this encounter, and it's Hilal who are back in this one. Ruben Neves with the equalizer from the penalty spot in the 41st minute, and also Real Madrid scored the first goal by Garcia, Gensel Garcia in the 34th minute, and everything within 5 minutes we are back. Within 6 to 7 minutes, and we are back to status quo in this encounter. As Real Madrid kick-starting back from the center cycle and looking to go back into the lead in this one. We're yet to see much from Vinicius Jr. in this encounter, except him getting a yellow card for simultation.
Yeah, and not only him, including Jude Bellingham, even Valverde. I've not seen a lot from these Real Madrid players, apart from probably the goal scorer himself, who've seen, and Real Madrid defenders have been doing the defending constantly. I think a lot of Real Madrid players, more really the big names, have been disappointed in this game.
Yes, they've been disappointed in this encounter, and here is Hilal coming forward to attack against Real Madrid. Sends it back to that dangerous man Salim Al-Dawzari there, cutting one with the ball there. and a beautiful shot there, but Trent Arnold to the rescue for Real Madrid, and he caught he actually made that not look threatening to Real Madrid. Real Madrid will look to attack and switch wings this time around and finds Frank Garcia. And Garcia will hold on to the ball there, sends it straight into the path of his teammate there. And here's Vinicius Jr. on the ball there, looks inward into the midfield and returns it back. And here is Chomeni, who switches, finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo will cut inward with the ball there for Real Madrid and chose to go back and finds Oshin. And here's still Real Madrid trying to build momentum from the back in this encounter and sends it straight onto the wing where he finds Vinicius Jr. Jr. looks inward there, tries to play it into the path of his teammate. But that's going to be getting straight to who he intended to, and it's going to be a goal kick to what's it called, Al Hilal. And you can see the frustration on the face of Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, and it's very, very frustrating to watch how Real Madrid have played in this first half. They've not played like the Real Madrid we used to know. Coming into this game, there are a lot of expectation on Real Madrid. Having seen how they've played last season, so and they've brought in big names like Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dean Hodgson, and they need to make a statement in this competition, but their performance so far has not been encouraging in this game.
All right, back to the goalkeeper there, who drops it straight into the path of Asensio. Asensio will come forward with the ball for Real Madrid and chose to go out wide and finds Trent Arnold there. Yes, Real Madrid will be coming forward as we're straight into the 45th minute. A moment from now, we'll be looking at how much minutes will be added there by the fourth official for the end of this first half. I think I'll be favoring about 4 minutes to be additional time in this game, but let's see how much will be added. Yes, still Real Madrid in the middle of the park here, trying to dictate in the middle. But I think they've actually come better after that water break.
Yeah, I think they feel better after the water break. I believe what the manager said to them was is working, but still, to me, Al Hilal is still the better side so far in this game.
Al Hilal will look to break out there, but Austin on the ball there for Real Madrid. There might just be a chance for Madrid. Put that onto the line there, and the Madrid players are asking for a free kick, but the referee says that was a fair challenge and allows plays to continue. Cancelo on the ball there as Al Hilal looks to come out to attack against Real Madrid, just to go out wide onto the wide there. And we're here to also see Malcolm, but Malcolm is on the ball there for Madrid and looks inward into the middle, returns the ball back there. And you can see the way they sting this 1-2 passes amongst themselves, and Real Madrid were waiting, looking tired and looking, looking tired at the tight end of this first half, and they're also looking confused at the tight end of this first half. Lodi on the ball there for Al Hilal and chose to go back, finds his teammate Koulibaly. Koulibaly looks inward into the middle of the park, finds Neves, and Neves will drop a pass there to Tambati. Tambati will come forward with the ball there, steals onto the ball, returns it back, and Neves comes forward with the ball there for Real Madrid, for Al Hilal. Sorry, Al Hilal will look to attack and get on the second goal. Is that possible? We have 5 more minutes to play in additional time in this first half.
Yeah.
Okay, here's Salem on the ball there, returns it back into the middle of the park where he finds Dawsari there. Here's Al Hilal looking to dictate and dominate Real Madrid in this encounter. They actually dominate. It's not like they are looking to dominate. And Lodi on the ball there. Lodi drops it straight into the path of Salem and back to his teammate there. And what would they make out of that? And finds Ruben Neves in the middle of the park there. And yes, still Al Hilal coming forward. Savic with the ball there, drops it out wide and finds Salim. Salim will look to beat his man, cutting word with the ball there. It might just be a chance. It might just be a chance for second goal. Warring chance for Salim. But this time around, second time asking, not putting that into the back of the net. Also, beautiful 1-2 pass there between him and Savage, but he's not being able to put that into the back of the net. You have to look at that beautiful 1-2 there, and he did everything right, but the finessing on the ball, the touch, final touch, actually let him out.
Yeah, and he has been coming close, close, and I won't be surprised if it get a goal. And that was took a deflection there. That could have been a goal, and they have a corner now, and they can still get a goal from this. But Real Madrid have, I think, Xabi Alonso needs he needs a lot of, they have a lot of work to do.
You can see that again. They have a lot of work to do, talking about Xabi Alonso. And that is why this Club World Cup is actually a good pre-season to test yourself away from teams who are playing your continent. We've seen some European teams, struggle against some South American teams, starting with that game between FC Porto and Flamengo, if I'm not mistaken. That game, was it Flamengo? I'll try to see who they actually played in that.
Is it Fluminense?
I'll try to see who they played in that.
Flamengo.
But that was an another interesting
it should be
game
Flamengo.
where they were actually, frustrated in that encounter. We also saw Borussia Dortmund, also be frustrated by Thiago Silva at the age of 40, coming out yesterday and defending with all his life for his club. So these are the beauty you get when you test yourself against teams who are not from your continent.
Yeah, and not just
And
them,
the Club World Cup
including
is not different. It's not like when the European team joins in the semi-final.
semi-final, yes, and now you have to start
have to
from the
work for it.
beginning, and most of the European teams so far, apart from Bayern Munich and PSG, the other ones to me they are struggling. Even Manchester City that win 2-0, to me I wasn't convinced with their
just as
performance, and even Chelsea, even the performance they won, but they don't look convincing to me.
Yes, I'm back in play. There is Hilal. We're coming forward again to try and get a second goal before the end of this first half, and they're returning back to that man Salem, who has been a thorn in the flesh for Real Madrid in this encounter, just to return back to Lodi. And you have to give it to the understanding between these three players playing on the left side for Hilal, starting with Lodi, the left back, and Dawsari in the middle of the park, and the captain Salim Al Dawsari on the wing. The understanding has really been magical for them in this encounter.
Yeah, they've been tormenting Trent Alexander Arnold, putting Real Madrid under pressure. I said it earlier on, as far as the first 10 minutes, I've seen that they tend to use this Real Madrid right hand side of the defense, and they've been enjoying a lot of possession from this their own left side of the attack. And talking about Salim, he has been very, very, very good in this game, including Roman Lodi, and you can see how they've been swinging passes. And to me, Real Madrid are not playing like the Real Madrid we used to know in this game.
Okay, we just hope to see Real Madrid come back in the second half and give us a better performance from what we've seen in this first half. As an Arsenal fan, are you don't miss your club at this Club World Cup?
Come again?
As an Arsenal fan, are you don't miss your club not being at the Club World Cup?
Well, I think every club that are not present at this Club World Cup will want to be, because despite some people still saying pre-season is not necessary, but I think if I have the opportunity to put Arsenal in this competition, I would definitely want to put them. But I'm not seeing them there. I know it's as a result of how FIFA have picked the teams, and it's not by just picking big names, but it's as a result of how your performance in the last 4 years. Yeah. So that's why Arsenal is not in the
Okay, it's half time right there from Miami, and it's Real Madrid 1. Garcia with the first goal in the 34th minute, and Ruben Neves from the penalty spot with the equalizer for Al Hilal. What a first half we've had, and what a baptism of a first performance for the manager himself, Xabi Alonso. And we've seen beautiful football in this first half. You look at it, how fast the first 45 minutes could have gone.
Yeah, I think to be honest, it's a fantastic first half we've seen. More especially, I've been impressed with how Al Hilal have played in this first half. They completely dominated Real Madrid in terms of play. And for Xabi Alonso and a lot of Real Madrid fans out there, they will be worried. Like one of our viewers that called in, that said Real Madrid is winning by I think he said by a long goal. Yeah. So but now it's 1-1, and I know he's listening and watching us, and he will be very, very surprised, and with what he's seen with this first half. So Xabi Alonso needs to go into the dressing room and look at and talk to the boys, and tell them to improve their performance.
Yeah, let's talk about the striker for Real Madrid, Gonzalo Garcia. Though he got a goal for Real Madrid in this encounter, but looking at it without Kylian Mbappe, who is also not a traditional nine, and we've seen him come out to talk about it, that he wants to play on the wing, off the wing mostly. Do you think Real Madrid needs to go into the market? And
they thought with the inclusion of what's his name now, Kylian Mbappe, it will be able to lead the line for them. But we've seen it that I don't think Kylian Mbappe will play as a number 9 for Real Madrid. Gonzalo Garcia is actually from Real Madrid B. Their B team, so and he's playing because there's no Kylian Mbappe in this game. But Real Madrid need a proper number 9 and I don't think they're really talking about getting it number 9.
Okay, let's go to the match overview in this encounter. It has been a dominant game for Al Hilal, having the better share of ball possession with 55% of the ball possession to Al Hilal and just 45% to Real Madrid. Yes, shows how much Al Hilal has dominated in the first half. To me, I was of the belief that Al Hilal should be leading in this first half.
Yeah, but they failed to convert their chances. But if you look at it, they had more shot even than Real Madrid. But Real Madrid is having more shot on target, than them. But Al Hilal, that's what I said it at the beginning. If they need to win this game, they need to start taking their chances, converting your chances. Because if you fail to do that, you'll be punished. Real Madrid got their first goal, I think, with their first shot on target in this game, and they got them. They've already had about, I think,
11 shots.
Yeah, so they need to improve. But the only thing I was surprised with this start so far is them having more possession. At the beginning I was of the opinion that they just allow Real Madrid to add the possession and try and hit Real Madrid on the counter. But so far they've been doing everything. They've had the possession, playing on the break, and rightfully they deserve to get at least a point in this first half. And they got the goal via a penalty there, and Al Hilal really impressed me in this first half.
Okay, looking at the total shot is 11 for Al Hilal, 5 for Real Madrid. But where it matters most is the shot on target, and that is where Al Hilal have not been clinical. Just 2 out of 11 shots on goal in this encounter. Madrid, after total 5, they add up 3 shots on goal in this encounter. And it shows why they can always out whenever they go out to attack against their opponent. 5 shots off target for Al Hilal in this one, 1 shot off target for Real Madrid. And we've seen 7 shots in the box from Al Hilal. And if you're playing 7 shots from inside the box and just 2 is going on target, it shows how how wasteful they can be in the box. They should be scoring more than 1, but let's just hope they look better in the second half from scoring chances. But looking at the attack of Real Madrid, this is where Madrid has also not been. They've been ineffective. Just 5 touches in the penalty area of Al Hilal.
Yeah, and those 5 touches I think came after the water break. That is when that is when they got the goal. Before then, they hardly get close to the Al Hilal defense. And Real Madrid, they've been very disappointing. Name them players like Vinicius Junior, who to me is not in this game. Even Bellingham, I have not seen much apart from the assist we've seen from Rodrigo. To me also, he's completely absent in this game.
Well, it might just be the first game, effect. This was the first game after the end of last season.
But they're not the only one playing the first game also. Though I agree completely that it might be but no, you can't make an excuse for Real Madrid and not make an excuse for Al Hilal. Everybody's playing, the first game also in this competition. This is new, and both of them, they are not from this same continent, different, so you need to adapt to it.
Okay, going straight to the bench. Looking at Real Madrid bench, we have Andriy Lunin, the Ukrainian goalkeeper, on the bench. We also have Frank Garcia, Lucas Vazquez, Jacobo Ramon, Jose Jesus Fortea, Diego Agodo, Adagula is on the bench. Luka Modric, Brahim Diaz, Dani Ceballos, Mario Martin, Yusuf Lek Edim. We also have Chema Andres and Victor Munoz. And looking at the bench for Real Madrid, yes, we have some quality players on the bench that can come in the second half to change the face of the game. At any point, do you think we should be seeing Luka Modric in this game?
I expect we'll be seeing him if Xabi Alonso failed to bring in Luka Modric at any point in this game, then I will start questioning why they have to, extend this. I think they extended his contract.
He's leaving at the end of the Club World Cup.
His contract is supposed to end June 30. So if he's leaving at the end of the Club World Cup, that means he will still be playing
30 more days.
Yeah. So I think probably they had an agreement, and but to me, he should even be starting against teams like this.
If you have to look at his age and how much intensity he can bring into the game.
Yeah, but to me, I still feel he should be starting against teams like this. But we expect to see him in the game in the second half, and we know Luka Modric what he can bring into the team. He's a very good player. He's got eye for goal also, and those are passes. And on the bench, like you said, also probably Adagula also.
And there's also Prime
Yeah,
Diaz.
Prime
right
Diaz.
on the
But I
bench.
think Adagula, because we've seen him whenever he plays for Real Madrid, he's always looking for those goals, uh, and I won't be surprised if he comes in and get the goals for Real Madrid in this game.
Okay, going straight to Al Hilal, Abdullahi Khalifa Al Dawzari, Ali Lajami, Ahmad Al Yami, Mutib Al Abi, Khalid Al Ghanan, Mohamed Al Katani, Musab Al Juwair, Mohamed Kano, Abdullahi Al Amdin, and Abdul Aziz Adoud are the players on the bench for Al Hilal. Yes, I think they fielded their strongest starting 11, because when you look at the blame on the bench, they look relatively unknown when it comes to high level or high paced football.
Yeah, they've started with their best 11, and aside from Mitrovic, who is not here on the pitch, and though the players on the bench are also very, very good. They've been with the team also for a very long time. So I expect their first 11 to continue to do the business. The manager decided to introduce either of these players on the bench in the second half.
Okay, so we're waiting for the next 4 to 5 minutes of this encounter, and any moment from now, the players will be back on the turf right there in Miami for the restart of the second half. It's still 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al Hilal in this encounter. Al Hilal are not showing any they are not showing that they are scared of this Real Madrid side. They've gone out against Madrid in this game right there at the Hard Rock Stadium, and they've looked so hard against Real Madrid. What are your expectations from the second half?
Yeah, I expect to see a good game. Though the first half was, to me, completely dominated by Al Hilal. I expect Real Madrid to come back in the second half and show why they are probably arguably one of the best team, probably the best team in the world, and they need to come in and improve from the poor performance in the first half. And Al Hilal also, I believe the manager have seen how they played in this first half, and he was saying if I'm the manager talking about Inzaghi, I'll be telling them, look at how what you guys have done in the first half. We just need to be clinical in front of goal, and if we can give this kind of performance in the first half against Real Madrid, we can still do better, and I hope they won't just one out in the second half. At times football is always two half. Most games you see some teams dominating the first half, the second half they just completely switch off, and you see the other team dominating. But I hope Inzaghi will be able to give the guys the pep up they need to go ahead and win the game in the second half.
Again, one thing we've heard from players at this competition, they've complained about the heat at the competition. And looking at the World Cup, is probably 1 year away, and it's the same United States of America. They are all coming for the World Cup. Should this be a dress rehearsal for the players, for what to expect at the FIFA World Cup?
Yeah, I think for teams coming from Africa, I don't think they should be complaining about the weather, and more especially it seems like from like this Al Hilal also playing. I don't think, because the weather there is even more hotter here. And for the European teams, complaining. Look at those European teams. During their winter break, summer break, they do travel to the US. Most of them like playing pre-seasons there because of the weather, but they are professionals, and 45 minutes, I don't think 90 minutes should be. I understand it's odd, but and you could see the water break. I think after every 30 minutes for the team, but I don't think the weather is the reason why the performance so far generally of this Club World Cup has been very, very low. But I just want to believe it's a result of fatigue, tiredness from the players, and gradually, probably before as the competition moves into the quarterfinal, knockout stages, then we'll begin to see good, more impressive football from both from teams.
Okay, talking about that team from they were actually talking about FC Porto that played against FC Porto. Is Palmeiras, who happens to be
Palmeiras,
of FC Porto. Going back to how the groups currently start in Group A, where we have Al Ahly of Egypt, FC Porto, Palmares and Inter Miami. It's 1 point all round in that group. That means we had 2 draws in the opening matches from Group A. Al Hilal against Inter Miami ended 0-0, and also Porto against Palmares also ended up 0-0 in that encounter. And also in Group B, where we have PSG, Botafogo, City, and Atletico Madrid. The PSG are the runaway leaders in that group. 3-0 victor over Atletico Madrid. Botafogo are second after defeating Citus 2-1 in their own first game. So both PSG and Botafogo have 3 points apiece in that group, while Citus and Atletico Madrid have no points after the first game. In Group C, Bayern Munich, Benfica, Boca Junior, and Auckland City. And Bayern Munich 10-0. They defeated Auckland City. They never looked at them and they never gave them any respect. It was 10-0 for them, but 3 points at the end of 10-0 was what they got. Benfica second with 1 point after playing out a 2-2 draw with Boca Juniors of Argentina. That was another interesting tie in this Club World Cup. Auckland are last in that group with 0 points. Flamingo tops in Group C, where we have Chelsea, Los Angeles, and Esperance of Tunisia. Flamingo defeated Esperance 2-0 in the first leg, and Chelsea also equally defeated Los Angeles 2-0 in the first leg. So the Flamingo and Chelsea they will both be facing off on Friday at the runaway leaders in that group. 3 points apiece for these two sides, while Los Angeles and Esperance has 0-0 points together. In Group E, we have River Plate of Argentina, Montreal, Inter Milan, and Urawa Reds of Japan in that group. But it's River Plate who leads in that group with 3 points after defeating Urawa Reds 3-1 in yesterday's tie. Montreal and Inter Milan played out on 1-1 draw, so both sit at 1-1 points. But River Plate are the runaway leaders in that group. And also in Group F, where we have Mamelodi Sundowns, Borussia Dortmund, Fluminense, and Oslan is Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, who are currently topping. 1-0 was enough to give them 3 points against Oslan of South Korea, while Borussia Dortmund and Fluminense played out a 0-0 draw. Both sides have to share 1-1 points apiece, while Mamelodi Sundowns lead that group in that group. And also in Group G, where we have Manchester City as the only side to have played against we had Casablanca 2-0. They were victor over the Moroccan side, so they sit 3 points at the top of that group. And we also have Al Ain and Juventus still to come tonight in what might just be another decider for a 3 points or 1 point in that group. And also the last group where we are currently having this game between Real Madrid and Al Hilal is currently sits 1-1 at halftime, and still to come we have Pachuca of Mexico playing against RSB Salzburg of Austria in a later fixture. These are going to be these last two games that are talking about Pachuca against Salzburg and also Al Ain against Juventus are the last set of games to be played in the first round of games at the Club World Cup. So we'll be going straight into the second round of games, whereby probably some teams will start knowing their fate if they'll be going back to their countries to prepare for their preseason, and those who will be qualifying for the knockout stage will be knowing themselves. So we are going back to our screens for the second half of this encounter, and don't forget, it's always a commentary based and watch along on Premier Sports Fan Center. You can be a part of this conversation by going to our comment section and giving us what you feel about this encounter. It's still 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al Hilal, and the players are back on the pitch, and Real Madrid has kick-started the second half, and this time around they are playing from the right of our screens, while Al Hilal are back playing on the left side of our screens. As Real Madrid will be taking a first attack here, and here is Vinicius Junior holding onto the ball. They returns it back into the middle of the park and finds his teammates, and here is in the middle. Madrid are coming out looking like they have a rush of blood on them. Here's Vinicius Junior going straight into the box, across into the box, and the Woodwork to the rescue there. It would have been an immediate second goal for Real Madrid, and still Real Madrid coming out there. And Al Hilal taking all the pressure to Madrid, and with that beat, and that's, oh, what a save there. In quick succession, Al Hilal will be asking themselves, checking the stars, that didn't go into the back of the net. Beautiful header there, but the goalkeeper had the hand on that. Bono, after that, going straight to the Woodwork at first. Look at that cross from Vinicius Junior. Beautiful snapshots there, but the woodwork to the rescue, and Al Hilal left a loose pass in the defense there. How did that happen? Vinicius Junior again, the provider, and this time around, Gonzalo couldn't put that rose highest, but the goalkeeper Bono had a big hand on that and not allowing that into the back of the net. It looks like here's Madrid up into the second half, coming out with instinct that they want to get a victory. That will have been an immediate goal from Real Madrid. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the two saves there. Two chances for Real Madrid. You have to look at how that player there, Gonzalo Garcia, rose highest. He was just unfortunate not to get the second goal there.
Yeah, that lad defender there. You see him standing there and looking at how Gonzalo there, rose higher to head that, but thanks to the goalkeeper Bono, who was equal to it and made a fine save from there. But you could see Real Madrid, they started like a house on fire, and this is what I was expecting from them, to come into the game and take the control of the game. And with the introduction now of Adagula, you could see that I'm still trying to see where he's being deployed, because the left back have been withdrawn. Talking about Raul Asensio. So
probably they'll play with 3 men at the back right now.
Yeah,
It's possible. Or Valverde moves to the to defend.
Probably
Is what they can do at Madrid. Yes, Madrid back in possession. Yes, and that's the confirmation of that after a substitution from Real Madrid. It was Ada Gula, the Turkish international, was thrown in, and Asensio, the centre back pair that started with Oshin, who got that snapshot for that magnificent chance for Real Madrid in the second half. But the woodwork came to the rescue. That would have been Oshin's first goal for Real Madrid. And yes, Madrid coming out again. Vinicius Junior looks like a better player in the second half. In the first half, he was almost home and dry, but this second half, he has come out looking puffing like someone with fire in his mouth.
Yeah, good one for him in this second half. He should be dominating teams like Hilal, the Saudi team. I'm not saying the Saudi team are not good, but if a player like Vinicius Junior cannot make a mark in this kind of game, definitely that means something is wrong.
Okay, from the way it stands, from the way it looks now, it looks like Chomeni is one who is going to join Oshin as a centre back,
yeah.
And probably Valverde will be moving to the holding midfield position. Jude Bellingham will come inward into midfield, and Adagula both will join the attack for Real Madrid. Looks like that is the way Madrid will be playing the second half. And yeah, is Al Hilal who are having the first feel of the ball in the second half after that ultimate pressure from Madrid in the first set of minutes in this game. We are straight into the 50th minute, 5 minutes gone in the second half, 40 more minutes to play in this one, 40 more minutes for both sides to find the winner in this encounter. Al Hilal in possession of the ball, comes forward with the ball there, and Chelsea go back into the part of his teammate Tapati there. Tapati looks inward there, finds his teammate, and yeah, what will they make out of that? Straight to the wing there, finds Cancelo, who returns back into the middle of the park. Yeah, he's still Al Hilal. Ruben Neves with the ball there, the only goal scorer for Al Hilal in this game, and tries to play in his teammates Macon. And Macon drives straight into the pass of Cancelo. Cancelo with the ball there, tries to beat his man. Unfortunately, lost possession. Real Madrid back in possession. Looks to take pressure against Al Hilal. It's there, but the referee allows advantage on Real Madrid. Real Madrid open spaces straight into the part of Adagula. Gula beats his man and straight at goal here, but just very chance for Madrid. Rodrigo on the ball there, lost possession and back to Gula. And then the cross into the box here, but just very chance for Al Hilal clears the lines, and you can see the pressure Madrid is taking to them in the early stages of the second half. Referee allows players to continue. Advantage Madrid straight to Vinicius Junior. Junior going straight against the Al Hilal defender there. And yes, still Real Madrid in possession. Back to Vinicius Junior as he goes against Cancelo there, and looks in what there, still Real Madrid. Shot, a snapshot there. But this time around, he's not going to threaten the goalkeeper. What a shot from Valverde. Typical Valverde, when you get on this kind of shot from outside. He knows how to shoot the ball very well.
Yeah, that's what he does best. Talking about Valverde, but this time around, he couldn't beat the goalkeeper, and it went out for a goal kick there. And I think Real Madrid have actually stepped up in this second half, but Al Hilal too. They've not been relentless in this game. So.
Okay, that's what Al Hilal brings in the second half. Looks like it's Madrid who are playing with intent to win in this one, but Al Hilal finally holding on to the ball and switches position and back to the wing where they knows how to use it better. And here is Salem going against Trent Arnold into the box. There might just be a chance for them, but easily caught out there by Real Madrid as they look to initiate a pressure and attack there. Will they be able to eat out on the counter? Vinicius Junior, he asks Cancelo to beat. Beautiful one there by the player in the middle of the park there. Neves, who came back to help Cancelo in defending. Cancelo on the ball there, looks inward into the midfield, back to Cancelo. And Cancelo will hold on to the ball for Al Hilal, looks inward and finds his teammate Jalzari there. And what will they make out of that? Returns it back to the defense where he finds the big man Koulibaly. Koulibaly holds on to the ball, not in the pressure, finds Neves. Neves coming forward with the ball there for Al Hilal, and he holds on to the ball. Madrid retreating and defending right now and waiting patiently to win the ball back from Al Hilal. And looks like, yes, they've got hold of their midfield right now, because the goals we are seeing in the first half are really being kept by Madrid this time around in the stages of the second half.
Yeah, and they, I said earlier on, they've actually improved in terms of the way they've been playing, but and you will see that this second half now, the both teams are now going against each other. It's now becoming end-to-end stuff now, and I don't think Al Hilal now have actually.
Yes, that was a chance for Al Hilal. Oh, Leonardo will be asking himself, that's how did that go into the back of the net?
Wow.
What a chance there. Oshin almost gifted a goal to Al Hilal. Dalzari wants the back, one from one Dalzari to another Dalzari. It looks like both Dalzari on this pitch are threat to Real Madrid. But the man striking, the first time I'm really seeing him in this game, Leonardo could have put that into the back of the net. And Real Madrid will have themselves to thank there that didn't go into the back of the net, because that will have been the beginning of another pressure in the second half. And yes, Madrid here straight into the part of Vinicius, but looks like that man Tembati is fast to get onto that before the Brazilian and sends that back into the midfield. But Madrid is back in possession. Bellingham couldn't keep that in possession. And here is Al Hilal back in it and returns back to the goalkeeper Bono. Bono holds onto the ball and splits one straight into the path of his teammate Lodi. And Lodi gets onto the ball, tries to play in Dalzari on the left side. But this time around, Madrid gathers that, and it's Chomeni on the ball, who has dropped from midfield to come back to play as a centre back for Madrid in this encounter. And he sends that into the middle of the park where he finds his teammate straight onto the wing. Vinicius Junior asks Cancelo to beat, but Cancelo has actually done a good work over Vinicius in this game.
Yeah, he has actually kept him quiet and winning ball, and now he wants to throw in again there from that play there. And Vinicius is not having a good game in this game so far.
Yes, Madrid, Al Hilal coming forward to attack right now, and his that man, Michael, we've not really seen much in this encounter. Returns it back to Cancelo. Cancelo tries to play in Michael there, but Michael didn't make that move. And yes, Madrid back in possession. Frank Garcia with the ball there, and looks inward into the midfield and finds his teammate here. Valverde, the standing captain. Valverde switches out wide and goes straight and finds Trent Arnold there. Arnold comes forward with the ball for Real Madrid and goes out wide. Sorry, was that Arnold? No. Okay. Yes, Madrid attacking right now. And they look to send one straight onto the pass of Rodrigo. Rodrigo goes onto the ball for Madrid, looks inward and returns it back. Yes, still Madrid dictating the tempo of this game. Chomeni, the French international, with the ball there for Real Madrid, comes forward into the midfield. It's non-territory there and sends it out wide and finds Frank Garcia. Frank Garcia with the ball there, switches and finds Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior cutting word and draws it and finds his teammates. Yeah, might just be a chance for Madrid to initiate an attack against this Al Hilal side. And Rodrigo is making the run, but the pass was actually late. But finally into this part of Rodrigo with the ball there, returns it inward into midfield where he finds Ada Gula. And yes, Madrid with the ball there. What would they make out of this? A trademark cross there from Trent Arnold, but easily caught out there by Al Hilal, who will look to break out from the back. And he's that big man with the ball there. What will he make? And Lodi losing possession. It's a throw into Real Madrid, quickly taking Rodrigo on the ball there, and he has a tool to beat there. But the referee spotted an infringement and says that is going to be against Real Madrid, and that was a chance there for that young man Adagula, but couldn't. Look at the shots. Madrid has actually come close and crunchy in the second half, and that returns back to that lippy header there from what's it called, the striker Garcia. But you also have to give it to Bono for that save there.
Yeah, that was a very good save from the goalkeeper, and he couldn't hold on to the ball. He had to use his other hand to make sure it pushed the ball away, and Real Madrid have been coming closer and closer in this second half.
It looks like that substitution was actually effective. Bringing Adagula for a defender, Asensio, that is actually, that was a risky substitution from the manager.
Yeah, risky, but a needed one because it balanced the midfield now. Because you look at the first half, how Ruben Neves and Milenkovic have been dominating the midfield, but this second half, Real Madrid have actually stepped up and been able to hold on to possession more in this second half.
Okay, so let's just see where it comes down in this encounter. We're straight into the 57th minute. Over 10 minutes has been played in the second half. As Real Madrid are looking the better side of the story in the second half. And Madrid has won himself a free kick there against Al Hilal. You can see it's a free kick here. Savage giving that out. It was a big man to a big man there. Bringing down Oshin. And this is what you get from Oshin. He's never scared of going out to attack, out of his comfort zone, out of his position as a centre back. You always see him attacking for his team. Even right from bomb out, we've seen him score some goals. Even against your Arsenal, yes, he got a goal against Arsenal. Yeah, and let's see if we get one for Real Madrid today. You fancy his chance of getting a goal today?
Yeah, and I think he came close. He
with that first snapshot.
Yeah. And this is where he is even more dangerous because set piece. He has the height. So let's see if he'll be able to pull Madrid ahead in this game now.
There's a free kick for Real Madrid. Adagula is standing on this. And he'll be taking an in-swinger, sends it into the box there. Koulibaly rolls highest and gathers that against but straight into the part of Real Madrid who are back in possession. And out wide there is Trent Arnold there, typical Trent Arnold, the Peter's man. And here's a cross, here might just be a chance for Madrid. But Koulibaly says no, not tonight. And here's here might just be a counter attack for Al Hilal. And here's Dawsari on the ball. What would they make out of this? So go straight and go. Here might just be a chance for a second goal. But he actually flopped on that pressure there. What a beautiful pressure there from the Real Madrid defender. But you'll have expected Salim to do better there. But the fear of the unknown. Oh, what's this?
You know what's funny is that Salim is actually doing what I was expecting Vinicius Junior to be doing, taking on players.
Yeah, might just be a chance from Real Madrid with the speeds for Madrid. Yeah, is a chance, but no, as Al Hilal gathers the ball back and they're looking to attack against Real Madrid. Cancelo on the ball there, tries to play in Maicon. Maicon was onto the ball, beats one, beats two, but lost possession, straight into part of his Brazilian teammate. And Adagula there. And you can see the Madrid players are frustrated and looking for a free kick, but the referee says no, that was a fair challenge, and it's going to be a throw-in to Al Hilal. And it's João Cancelo, the former Manchester City player. He must be really familiar with these Madrid players after having played on loan at Barcelona, but now he's making a right there in the Saudi Arabia League with Al Hilal. Also, where we have one of the greatest players who plays with Al Nazir, talking about Cristiano Ronaldo. Unfortunately, his club is not yet playing at the Club World Cup. Yes, Real Madrid attacking again, looking for a chance to break and get the second goal. They've actually been the better side in the second half.
Yeah, they've improved, from that first half performance, and they've come closer to getting a goal. And with the way they've been playing now, it's looking like Real Madrid might get the second goal in this game.
All right, we've seen 1 hour of football already at the Hard Rock Stadium. It's still 1-1 between Real Madrid and Al Hilal in this encounter. Let's see, we have 30 more minutes to play in this one. Half an hour of football left to play. Half an hour for these two sides to find the winner in this encounter or get more goals in this game. This game actually deserves goals. Looking at the way intensity and the pressure both sides have taken to each other, it's really going to be disappointing should it end 1-1.
Yeah, it really. And in this second half, you see both teams now, trying to go hit each other. Turning defense into attack. We saw how Al Hilal, turning defense into attack not up to 2 minutes ago, and Real Madrid are constantly attacking them in this second half also.
Okay, let's see what it brings in the last 30 minutes of this encounter. We're straight into the 61st minute of this game. The clock is fast ticking. The time is fast ticking in this one. Real Madrid needs to respond and get a second goal. You can see the legendary Roberto Carlos right there enjoying this piece of action. Madrid back in possession in the heart of the midfield. and returns it back and finds this man who is not scared of asking for the ball. Adagula there. Yes, the Madrid goes out wide and finds Vinicius Junior, who returns it back inward. Yes, still Madrid in possession, asking for the ball, and it looks like Al Hilal are back defending in numbers against Madrid now. There might just be a chance for a cross there. And yes, that man, Trent Arnold, with a straight mark cross, straight into the part of Vinicius Junior. Junior holds on to the ball, asks Cancelo to beat, so still holds on to the ball. A cross there, with that beat, or straight into the hands of Bono. Bono is another problem for Real Madrid tonight.
Yeah, he's been very, very calm and good here, and you also got the height there, and has been making sure that Real Madrid don't get the second goal in this game.
At the age of 37, and
Yeah.
you're still giving this step up. Although the goalkeepers actually they have a longevity, long span when it comes to playing the game of football. Again, straight Madrid will come forward again to attack in this one. As we're straight in the 62nd minute of this game, the time to get those goals in this encounter. Real Madrid attacking right now, straight onto the part of their team. His team in there. What would they make out of that? Goes out wide. They finds Rodrigo. Rodrigo drops one straight into the part of Trent Arnold. Arnold looking to send an in-swinger. And here's a chance for an in-swinger for Real Madrid, but easily cut out there by Al Hilal. Al Hilal will look to attack Leonard with the ball there. Lost possession in the middle of the park. They need to look onto the bench and bring another striker for Christ's sake. And here's Real Madrid attacking straight into the part. Here's a chance for them. Vinicius Junior in the box. B1, B2, but easily couldn't get that off his man. You can see what was he asking for there. But good defensive work there from Tabati there to get hold of that, and still in the defense. Oh, that was a Koulibaly, if I'm not mistaken.
I think the manager got the substitution right by withdrawing Malcolm, because he looked lost in this game. We expected a lot from him, but he has not been himself in this game. So it's right for the manager to withdraw him.
And looking at up front, yes, and with his striker there, Leonardo, not really a good performance also from him in this game. Probably they are also missing Mitrovic up front, because I know the kind of menace Mitrovic will have been for them in this game.
Yeah, and Mitrovic will be bullying the two defenders there. I don't think they both. To be honest, I'm not sure if Dean Hobson and the other guy will be able to handle him, because we know how big and physical he is. So I think they are missing him really.
Real Madrid will also be preparing to substitution of their own in this encounter. Vakers is one of those players who will be thrown into this game, and we can see it looks like Trent Arnold has played the last minute in this encounter. What a baptism of fire in his first game. And also Rodrigo being withdrawn by the manager, as Vakers and Brahim Diaz been thrown into this encounter. Brahim Diaz will be playing against his country's goalkeeper. I'm talking about Bono, and he'll be looking to get one of the legendary goalkeeper.
Yeah, his teammate, and we know Brahim Diaz also. There are these players.
Do come in needy when needed.
They come in when needed, and sometimes get the goal for them. And let's see if he'll be able to beat his own countryman.
Okay, that's what he brings into this encounter. We're straight into the 65th minute, 25 more minutes to play in this encounter. And still Real Madrid won, Al Hilal won. Both goals scored in the first half. Geshia with the first goal in the 31st minute. And also Ruben Neves from the penalty spot in the 41st minute, equalizing for Al Hilal, in this encounter. And here's Tabati with the ball there for Al Hilal, and finds his defense Pierre there, talking about Koulibaly. Koulibaly looks inward into the midfield where he finds Ruben Neves, the only goal scorer, and just return it back to Koulibaly. Koulibaly finds returns it back to who gave it to him, Neves. And Neves will come forward with the ball there for Al Hilal, and switches goes out wide and finds the defender there, and here's back in play. Madrid wins one possession and looks to attack there, and returns it back to Tchouameni in the art of defense. Tchouameni comes forward with the ball for Real Madrid. What will he make out of that? And looks forward, finds his midfield teammate there. He has a chance for Madrid to attack. Brahim Diaz with his first touch, returns it back to Vakes, also has his first touch, and Vakes looks inward into the midfield. Madrid attacking with the ball right now, sends it to Vinicius Junior. Junior cuts inward with the ball. What will he make out of that? And returns it and finds Jude Bellingham. Bellingham turns it back and finds his teammate straight out wide onto the parts of Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz with the ball there, looks inward into the box there, tries to make a run, and a shot from Madrid. What a shot there from Adagula. But that is not going to the back of the net. That Rosaya, and you can see him telling the player Brahim Diaz who made that run apologizing to him not for not giving him that ball, because I think passing to Brian Diaz would have been better than going for a shot there.
Yeah, and we know Adagula, he also takes a shot from outside the board, outside the box rather. He scored from this similar position before, and he saw the opportunity and said, "Let me take it." But at the end of the day, he couldn't, put it at the back of the net.
All right, 68 minutes gone in this encounter. It's 2-1 between Real Madrid and Al Hilal in this encounter. Is what has been one of the most interesting game at the Club World Cup. It's a world game, as both sides are not really respecting themselves. They are not really scared of each other, and you have to give it to Al Hilal for coming all out. Not all clubs will come out against Real Madrid, to play expressive football like this.
Yeah, most especially in the first half. They actually came out. I wasn't expecting them to, come out the way they did in the first half. But this second half, they've not, they've actually gone back a little bit, but to be honest, as at more than 1 hour of football played, and they are still holding Real Madrid, and before the draw actually come up, you'll be thinking that Real Madrid will get this the 3 point easily, but so far it has not been an easy game for Real Madrid.
Yeah, it hasn't really been an easy game for Real Madrid, and let's say if Madrid will get to the second goal in this game, they've actually been on the better side in the second half of this encounter. Going straight to the match overview, let's see some of those analyses in this game. It looks like the tides has actually changed. It looks like Madrid are actually the better side in the second half.
Yeah, I think it's balanced to me in terms of play, because Al Hilal, in the second half, they've not been, go attacking like the way they did in the first half. But so far, they've been able to balance the game. I think the manager have told them to just calm down and see if they can hit Real Madrid on the break. But one thing I've noticed is that I think their players are beginning to tired. Yeah. So I think the manager needs to, start looking at the bench again and see if he can bring in fresh leg. Though I think they've made about two substitution, but I think he still needs to bring in more players.
Okay, let's see if the manager will bring in more players in this encounter. We're straight into the 70th minute, 20 more minutes to go in this encounter. We have another cooling break right now, and looking at the 70 minutes they've played in this game, do you think Al Hilal has given Madrid what they really expected in this game?
You mean giving Madrid what Real Madrid expected?
Yes.
I don't think Real Madrid. I don't know what Madrid, Al Hilal is thinking that Real Madrid, expecting in this game. But I think Al Hilal have actually performed, beyond their expectation to me. Like I said earlier on, they are not a walkover, a pushover team. They've got good players, looking at their players. They've got good players, but they've actually owed Real Madrid, and Real Madrid will be looking at this game and be saying, wow. I know Real Madrid will be thinking that they can just, come on and do their usual business, get 2-3 goals probably in the first half, then finish up the job in the second half. But at the moment, I think Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso will be looking at this and be saying, wow. They actually make it's a tough fixture for them now.
But the group is actually light for Real Madrid. Having Salzburg, that's the team they should be familiar with, playing from the UEFA Champions League, and also having Patra, if I'm not mistaken, the Mexico team in this group. I think it might be a bit light for them.
Yeah, and with what we've seen, I think they still have Salzburg, like they say, but Salzburg are not like the team we used to know about 2, 3, 4 seasons ago. But though, on paper, you'll be tipping Real Madrid to top the group, followed by probably Salzburg or Al Hilal. But
the way Al Hilal are playing, looks like Al Hilal might just find
that is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and if Al Hilal can get a point from this, they'll be looking at the other two features. They are not bigger than, they are not even half of what Real Madrid is. So if we can get a point from Real Madrid, then we can get 3 points from other teams.
All right, straight in the 72nd minute of this game. 18 more minutes to play in this one between Real Madrid and Al Hilal. And the match overview is 50-50 as it stands right now in ball possession. Shows there might just be a chance for Al Hilal in the box here with that beat. Oh, Lionel Kudo pulled that into the back of the net. What a wistful night for that young man up front there for Al Hilal. And second time Austin is almost looking, a bit shaky for for Real Madrid in defense.
Yeah, a bit shaky, new beginning, new start. I believe we grow into it, but Al Hilal is missing I mean, they're missing Al Hilal rather their finishing has been very very poor because they've had opportunities to win this game and even get more goals, but finishing has been the issue for them.
Okay, looking at the second half, I think Real Madrid has really, come up better. We saw Hilal being wasteful in the first half with about 11 shots on target, 11 total shots with just 2 on target. But second half right now, Madrid came back also. Altogether, they have 12 total shots in this game, but 4 shots on target. It also shows how wasteful Madrid are in this encounter. We just hope to see more goals from both sides in this encounter. Okay, here's a back in place. Madrid will attack right now, straight into the box there. Brahim Diaz with the ball, beats one, beats two, and looking forward to set himself up for a shot, and that straight shot. Well, into the hand of the goalkeeper, Valverde with a low block, with the low shot here. But Bono says, I'm going to save that, and actually save that and save this team the blushes of conceding a goal. Beautiful piece of skill there from Brahim Diaz to find himself in the box there, and the low shots there from Valverde, the Uruguay international. But that won't threaten the goalkeeper. And here is Al Hilal who break out from defense again and look up to settle this encounter. They've also made a most substitution. I'll be confirming the substituted players for Al Hilal in some minutes. Yes, Ruben Neves has also been withdrawn in this encounter, and also yes, Ruben Neves has been no. Oh, he's still in the game. He's still in the game. Yeah. Okay, I'll be having confirmation of the players being substituted by Al Hilal in this encounter. But confirmation, yes, we saw João Cancelo being withdrawn for Yami in this encounter. Matcon, who has been disappointing, also replaced by Katani in this encounter. Those are the substitution made by what's it called, by Al Hilal in this encounter. A chance for Real Madrid to send one back into the back of the net, but this time around that is not going to go. And Vinicius Junior is going to allow that to roll out for a corner kick to Real Madrid. And we're straight into the 74th minute. Barely 16 more minutes to go in this game. And as it is right now, what would be your advice to Al Hilal? Should they sit deep and soak the pressure and get a valuable 1 point?
Yeah, I think they should just sit deep and see if they can defend this one out and try and see if they can also eat Real Madrid on the counter. And they have less than 15 minutes now to go to the full time, probably maybe 20 more minutes plus additional time. And it's still a long way, but I don't know if they'll be able to defend for 20 minutes. But I think they should just try and balance it by defending and at the same time going attacking.
Okay, as you can hear that from Paulo. You expect them to go defense and attack against Real Madrid. Yes, they have to be a bit conservative about it and defend when needed and attack when needed. We're stretched into the 5th minute, 15 more minutes to go in this one. It's still 1-1. You can see this time-wasting tactics right now coming in. And it seems they are more okay with playing out a 1-1 draw in this game.
A draw would be a very, very big result for them. And because we looking at the other team in the group, if they get a draw in this group now against Real Madrid, and they can fancy their chance of getting 3 points against I think Pachua, is it Pachua and Bilbao, and 4 points might even be enough for them to qualify.
Okay, let's see, 4 points will be enough for them to qualify. But currently they have a player on the top there. We can see the manager there, Simeone, sorry, who is also coaching the side for the first time in this encounter. Yes, we'll be having a better view of what to expect next season from his side when it comes to the the Saudi Arabia League. And they've been forced into making another substitution, and it's the second of the Dawswari who has been withdrawn in this encounter, and it's Kano who will be replacing him for the remaining 15 minutes of this encounter. Real Madrid has about 15 more minutes to find the winner in this game, and not just Real Madrid, also Al Hilal has about 15 more minutes in this game to find their winner against this not Real Madrid. The defense has been hard to break, not just Madrid defense has been hard to break. Al Hilal's defense has also been hard to break in this encounter, as both sides look to break each other at the back in this game. And it's going to be a goal kick, and the goalkeepers needs to always remember the 8-second rule.
Yeah.
Should they hold on to the ball for more than 8 seconds, it's going to be a corner kick to the opponent.
Yeah, I think we've seen it with I think the Mamelodi Sundowns goalkeeper, the South African #1, who is the first goalkeeper to hold onto the ball for more than 8 seconds, and we've seen how it. I think that would be opportunity for other teams to see how it works.
It's actually welcome development because we have some goalkeepers who are fond of wasting time when they hold on to the ball.
The likes of the Argentine Jaime Martinez, and I know won't be happy with that. But at the same time, footballers, they will always find another way, another means to keep, for time wasting.
Okay, that's confirmation. Dawzari also been withdrawn in this encounter. Kano, Mohamed Kano, if I'm not mistaken, has replaced him in this encounter. Let's see what he will also be bringing into this encounter. Talking about that player, Mohamed Kano, sporting the jersey number 28 for Al Hilal, as we are getting straight into the 78th minute of this game. 12 more minutes to play in regulation time, and probably 5 minutes additional time at the end of this 12 minutes. Real Madrid is still chasing a winner in this one. Al Hilal not relenting, also looking to march forward and get a victory over Real Madrid. It's going to be a bragging right, a bragging victory in Saudi Arabia. Should they do the unthinkable in this one? And an upset with one of the biggest side, if not the biggest team in the world of football. Real Madrid coming forward, beautiful piece of skill there as they look to attack and sends it straight onto the wing. And here's Brahim Diaz on the ball. Yeah, might just be a chance for Real Madrid, but Jude Bellingham couldn't get hold of that. Al Hilal will break out against Real Madrid and looks to eat out on the counter. What would they make out of that? Sends a pass into the middle of the park. Here's Al Hilal moving forward there, looks to attack it this time around. With this very chance for them, Salim on the ball there, beats him, comes inward with the ball there, and drops it straight into the part of his teammates. Yes, still Kano couldn't get into the box there, but Mohamed Kano on the ball there, returns it back to the captain who has been, should this game end 1-1, probably Salim will be the man of the match. He has been the most enterprising player in this encounter.
Yeah, for Al Hilal, he has been one of the best players on the pitch for them, and
yes, Al Hilal with a chance there. Madrid will counter that and break out there. Jude Bellingham coming to do defensive work for Madrid, and Brahim Diaz with the ball there, cuts forward with the ball, tries to beat his man. You always get on Brahim Diaz doing that almost every week. He's never a player who is always scared of taking on his man there. But back into the play is the goalkeeper, Bono, with a long one. Al Hilal breaking out again against Real Madrid and looking to snatch that late winner in this encounter. Lodi couldn't get onto that, so it's going to be a throw in. Ooh, looks like the captain is out injured here. Talking about that man who has been everywhere. Salim Al Dawzari is currently down right there. And Vinicius Jr. will be making his way out of this pitch. What an unlikely substitution. When was last time we saw the Vinicius being withdrawn in the Madrid game? We're having the younger player there, Munoz, who will be thrown into this encounter for the next 12 minutes. Let's see what Munoz will be bringing into this one for Real Madrid.
Yeah, a disappointing night for Vinicius.
The only time I saw him in this game has to be that yellow card, that dive in the early stages of the first half.
And when he was complaining in the second half, and you see how João Cancelo was dispossessing him of the ball here, and I think the manager has actually seen that he's not in it, and we're still waiting to see the courage Luka Modric come into this.
It looks like he'll be the next player to be coming up, because we can see Xabi Alonso having a word with the legendary Luka Modric. And both of them played together at Real Madrid at points. But right now, Xabi Alonso is the manager, and Luka Modric is still playing for Real Madrid. That midfield, part when we had was Vinicius, when we had Toni Kroos, Xabi Alonso, Modric, it used to be the height of it for Real Madrid. Three experienced midfielder, but they've all got into the twilight of their career, and now we have on the fresh bloods in Chomeni, in Camavinga, Valverde, Adagula in the middle for Real Madrid. All-time runs. Jude Bellingham also. Yes, Real Madrid attacking this time around in the 81st minute, and we are straight into the last stretch of 10 minutes in this encounter. Who is going to get a late winner in this game? Munoz with the ball there with his first touch, but he has that big man to defend, to attack against there. And you're still Madrid in possession. What will they make out of this? Looking to set out for a shot. Still Madrid in possession. He crossed into the box. Brahim Diaz with a cross there, but easily cut out there for another Madrid's corner kick. We're straight into the second minute. 8 more minutes to play. The pressure coming from Madrid at this dying embers of this game. We have the legendary Luka Modric coming in for Madrid. 8 more minutes to go. What do you think Luka Modric will be bringing into this game?
Yeah, I think Luka Modric can be the decider in this game with his range of passes, and he also got the eye for goal. Even from outside the box, he knows how to take those shots. And let's see if we'll be able to help Madrid to get the 3 point. And
Yeah, it might just be a corner kick. It's a corner kick to Real Madrid. Yeah. What would they make out of this corner kick? Or straight into the 82nd minute, approaching the 83rd minute in this game. What's really happening in the box there?
no, I think the corner. There's a player down there, and the referee wants the player to.
And finally, you have the substitution. You have to give it to this young man. Talking about Salim Al Dawziri, being withdrawn there by the manager. He has played his life out for the team today. And two substitution also. Lodi, the two players who have been tormenting Real Madrid from the left side, being withdrawn by the manager. Looks out probably to fatigue right now, because they've really played out their life in this account.
I don't think it's not. Is that Lodi or Leonardo?
Lodi.
Rather,
I think.
Leon.
No, Leonardo has
Yeah.
also been, well, okay.
Leonardo,
Leonardo has been withdrawn, and also Salim
Salim,
been withdrawn. Okay, yeah. Okay, we're waiting for Madrid's corner kick right there in the 83rd minute of this game. Is quickly taken into the box there. Al Hilal breakout against Real Madrid, but Madrid back in possession, looks to eat out, and still, beautiful piece of skill there. Tries to dummy his man. Al Hilal wins on possession back, and might just be another. This time around is a goal kick. And here's the substitution we'll be waiting for. Luka Modric will be making his entrance at the Club World Cup at the expense of Jude Bellingham, the English man who has been withdrawn in this game. Also, Jude Bellingham, a quiet game for him in this game.
Another player that's disappointed in this game. I said even the first half, he has not, apart from the Real Madrid defenders, every other Real Madrid player, to me, they've been very, very disappointing. And, just to tell you how, some of these players are, fatigue, they need rest. They need rest.
Okay, the two substitution made by Al Hilal, where Lodi being withdrawn for Abi, and also Leonardo going out for Juwail. Let's see what Juwail will be bringing into this game. Maybe a far better performance than what we saw from Leonardo in this game. Because if they didn't win this game, I think Leonardo should be blamed. Because you look at those two chances he missed in this game. Those were scoreable chances. You expect a striker to be putting into the back of the net.
Yeah, they were scoreable, chances, but I don't think they were very, very clear. That was a very, very clear chance. And you look at him; he's not a proper number 9. So, but he himself will be looking at those chances and say, "Whoa, I could have scored one of these goals."
Okay, let's see if they'll be getting more goals on this one. We're in the 85th minute, 5 more minutes to play in this account. Madrid attacking against Al Hilal right now. Yes, third chance for Madrid. They are taking the pressure to Al Hilal, looking for the last goal. Vaques on the ball there for Madrid. What would they make out of that? Returns it into the middle. Wow, that legendary Luka Modric with that beautiful turn there. Here's a Madrid chance, straight into the pass of Munoz. Munoz will cross into the box there. But Koulibaly gathers that for Al Hilal. But still Madrid on ball there. Beautiful turn in the box there by Luka Modric. But here's Al Hilal will be looking to break out for a chance to hit on the counter. Yeah, might just break a chance they've been looking for. And here is that Jamal Salim with the ball there. Beats one, sends it in the middle. Finds a chance there. Was savage pass. Couldn't be met there by the striker. And straight into the hands of Thibaut Courtois, who gathers that for Real Madrid. Madrid will be approaching out of their own attack now as it looks to hit out on another counter against Al Hilal. Here's the Madrid ball there. Vaques on the ball there. Looks inward into the middle of the park. Drops it and finds Luka Modric. Finds his teammate there. Here's a back in play. Is Vaques on the ball there. He has Brian Diaz to give the ball in the middle, but Brian Diaz didn't make that approach. Here's Luka Modric with the ball. He has the deftness of passes from that foot. You have to just keep an eye on him, because once you just lose your eye off Luka Modric, it might just be dangerous. I always remember that Chelsea Real Madrid game. And out of the wing, yes, Lucas Vaques with the ball there. And finds his teammate. Yes, Madrid with the ball, looking and playing dangerously on the box there. And yes, Brian Diaz with the shot there, but this time around, not going to threaten the Al Hilal defense there. And into the middle of the park, but Madrid back in possession and holds onto the ball. The pressure is mounting on Al Hilal, who looks to be defending with all their life right now For how long will they soak this pressure against Madrid? Vargas on the ball, finds Brahim Diaz. Brahim Diaz turns around, holds onto the ball, and he has the Al Hilal defense to beat. And back in play still Madrid. They cross into the box. They might just bury a chance. But Al Hilal will defend their line halfway. And Madrid looking for a penalty. But the referee says, no, that was a fair challenge. He allows plays to continue, but the Madrid player is still down there. And that looks like a head collision. And let's see it was. You can see, what's it called? Gonzalo Garcia saying that that was a dangerous one there. VR might be interested in having a look at this.
I don't think the VR will call this one because the player is focused on the ball, and I don't think that was intentional. But let's.
VR interested in that, and there's a penalty check on that collision with that young player Gonzalo Garcia. Let's see if VR will be giving Madrid a late penalty in this one. But it seems that it looks like it might not be a penalty.
I don't think that should be a penalty because you could see the Al Hilal player, focus on the ball there, and let's see. But
that's fine, Garcia, yeah.
Let's just confirm.
Okay, we'll wait for the confirmation. There's still VR check on that to confirm if that is actually going to be a penalty against Al Hilal. And we can see the manager also, Xabi Alonso, making it known that that should be a penalty. But that was a dangerous one. But let's see what VR decision would be. Like we have a follow decision. It says that shouldn't be a penalty.
Yeah,
I actually feel that should be a penalty because you are also in the box. You don't fling your hand anyhow in the box. That is one thing. Well, that's what VR decides right there in the 88th minute. It might just be late dramas right there at the Hard Rock Stadium. Real Madrid approaching and looking for a penalty. Would that be given? Looks like there was an offside there. The hand was in the offside position there. Possible penalty check. The referee might just be dishing out a yellow card to one of the Al Hilal player. Yes, that is the confirmation of the yellow card. The referee has been called to the monitor to have a view of that.
And this could be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous, and it's now to the referee's decision or discretion to give that as a penalty. Or let's see.
Well, the elbow was high, but I don't think that was intentional. There's no how it's going to. He moves his hand, but.
Ruben Neves has been shown a yellow card right there in the 89th minute as we are waiting to say if the potential penalty, will it be a penalty to Real Madrid? The referee is at the monitor having a view of that, wants to have a better view of that. But like Paulo rightly said, yes, the player wasn't actually looking at where Frank Garcia was coming from. And the referee might have seen enough of that to decide, should it be a penalty to Real Madrid? Or will he look at that? Looks like that elbow was intentional. You have to look at the emotions of players. Probably have been one of two issues between these two players earlier on in this game. And the referee has seen enough from the monitor. Is back onto the pitch to give his final decision on if that is a penalty. Salim is not having a view, and the referee will be reading out his decision. And it's a penalty. It's a penalty to Real Madrid. And the referee has dashed out Madrid a penalty in the 9 embers of the game. And that's the young man who was brought into this encounter. Sorry, I can't remember that name. Talking about Algati, if I'm not mistaken there, will be asking himself that what mess has he done to his team. But it's a penalty to Real Madrid. One man who we know is good from penalty spot, from penalties, saving penalty, has to be Bono, the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
This time around, because he was actually instrumental for Al Hilal. Probably look at the number of goals he actually missed. Maybe that was why he missed out on it. And also Gonzalo Garcia has been crucial for Real Madrid in this one, getting Madrid's only goal in this encounter, while Ruben Neves equalized from the penalty spot. Or even the goalkeeper Bono could have been the man of the
even
match.
Roman Lodi, because you look at more especially the first half, how Lodi was helping what's his name now? Dalzari, overloading the English defender. They're talking about Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Here's Madrid with their last piece of attack in this account as we're going straight into the 6th minute of 7 minutes additional time. It's still 1-1. Both goals scored in the first half. Garcia with the first goal in the 34th minute. And also Ruben Neves equalizing from the penalty spot in the 41st minute. But still, chance for a late drama in this encounter. We're 6 minutes gone in this game. And 1 more minute to play. Yeah, I just beat, but straight again. Bono denying Garcia another opportunity of a goal. Twice we've seen that from Garcia. Twice we've seen Bono making good saves from it. And you have to look at it. At the age of 37, you have to give it to this young man.
Yeah,
It's not a young man.
Yeah, yeah. But when it comes to goalkeeper, 37 at times, it's still young for goalkeeper. We've seen goalkeepers at 40 still keeping. I think Manuel Neuer is one of them. And and Ali Lawi needs to be very
like
careful.
of Van der Sar played
Van der
into
Sar
40
yeah.
years.
So,
Even Buffon played
Buffon,
straight into 40 years.
Yeah.
So it's still a young age for a goalkeeper. Last minute of action in this encounter. And one more last
Hilal just
defending
needs to be
for
very careful now.
Hilal to do against Real Madrid. As Real Madrid will come out to attack from a corner kick right now. And we did not have to get this late goals if it talks about that for Real Madrid. They cross into the box. But this time around, Chomeni rose highest. And that header is not going to threaten the goalkeeper. And 7 minutes additional time. Oh!
For time wasting.
Wasting. That corner kick was off time wasting. 8 seconds. Why is it that it's African goalkeepers who are actually culprits of this time wasting? As this is the second African goalkeeper, we are seeing being made a culprit of it. All right, straight into it. Almost the last minute on one of the last piece of action in this encounter. 7th minute of this game. And we are straight into the 8th minute of 7-minute additional time. One last piece of attack for Al Hilal. And we might be having the full-time result or the full-time whistle being blown by the center referee in this one. And starting on that free kick there is Savage. What would they make out of that? Sorry, Ruben Neves on that and finds Koulibaly. Koulibaly goes out wide, finds his teammates, and Al Hilal looks to attack for one last moment in this encounter. Yeah, might just be a chance for Al Hilal and sets one straight into the box there, and it's Salim with the ball there, cross. But when selfish for goal there, that's what matters. But they have a corner kick, and let's see what they makes out of this corner kick. And you can see the pressure on the face of Xabi Alonso. He has to clean that sweat, he's Salim will be standing on this corner kick situation. What would they make? Will it be a low shot or will they be sending a cross into the box?
They should be sending a cross into the box
actually
this
try
should be
and
the
see
last attack.
if they can get a goal in this one. Yeah, it should be the last attack. Salim Al-Dawzari standing on this one. Probably a move to Europe after this competition might be on the books for that Saudi Arabia player. And easily caught out there by Real Madrid, and Al Hilal will allow that to roll out to the corner kick. And here is Al Hilal in possession of the ball, send it straight to Koulibaly. Koulibaly back to the goalkeeper, Bono, who has been the man of efficient movement for Al Hilal in this encounter. Al Hilal still in possession, looking for late dramas, looking for late goals against Real Madrid in this one. There's still some minutes for that to happen. Straight into the path of Salim. Salim on the ball there. What will he make out of that? Approaches on the Real Madrid box and sends it back into the path of his teammate. Where's the chance there? And the look, that would have always been a crunchy one. But Al Hilal back in possession. Referee says he's still enjoying this game after getting straight into the 9th minute of 7 minutes additional time. Don't forget, it's always the minimum time, not maximum time in football. Madrid with one of their last attack there. And here is the legendary Luka Modric being thrown off the ball. But advantage for Madrid because they have a free kick against Al Hilal. You can see Silvio Inzaghi also asking, we've played straight into 9th minute of 7 minutes. This game should be coming to an end. Here might just be the last attack in this encounter. And here is a chance for Real Madrid to send that in swinger. Brahim Diaz with the ball, drops it for Vaquez. Vaquez going straight. But it's a corner kick to Real Madrid, and this should be the last piece of action in this game. You can see Al Hilal player asking, what happens?
Yeah,
this should be done.
I was expecting they play into the 9th minute because the penalty was actually
right into the 10th minute now.
2 minutes after the additional time was added. So the referee should be ending the game now.
With this beat for Madrid, a chance for that. Easily cut out there, but still Madrid in possession. But this time around, the goalkeeper will gather that on his feet. There's nothing like 8 minute time, 8-second time wasting this time around because he's not handling the ball with his hand. A Madrid player needs to approach him or to put him in under pressure, and he gathers the ball there. He needs to be sending that out before another 8 seconds. And that is a final whistle. The referee say, I've seen enough of this mess from these two sides. Beautiful game of football. Lot of attacking instinct in this game. But at the end of the game, it's 1-1. Both sides had to share this 3 points, 1 point apiece. First goal by Garcia in the 34th minute, and one also the equalizer from Ruben Neves in the 41st minute for Al Hilal. What an interesting game we had today.
Yeah, good game, and disappointed that Real Madrid didn't turn up, and I was expecting them at the beginning to get the 3 point, but to me, they don't look convincing at all. But congratulations to Al Hilal, for getting at least that 1 point against Real Madrid. And the way they played, they actually give good account of themselves.
All right, so that's the first game for both managers. Simeon Inzaghi as the manager of Al Hilal, and also the first game for Xabi Alonso as the manager of Real Madrid.